It's just that when I smoke, I think, man, I'm always smoking. What if I was born white instead of black? Would Caucasians still talk shit behind my back? Would I jack, pack a pistol, or ever sell crack? Attack an enemy, or walk laps around the track? How would I act if one time cut me extra slack? Would I still blow my dough or be disciplined and stack? I wonder, what type of roof would I live under? My moms and pops together or my family asunder? Most likely, be close to the ones that's most like me. Spiky flat tops that dislike Spike Lee. The fact of the matter, the blacker the batter. The fatter the penis with that yak in the bladder. Would I be humble or still wild and ready to rumble? Crumble chronic and guzzle yak till I stumble. If an if was a fifth, I could knock it down swift. And that ain't an if or a myth. But what if, what if? What if Pops would've never copped that house for sale, and instead bought one with a Damu's dwell? I can tell, I just know myself too well. I be still banged out, giving keyways hell. When I fail with the big homies coming post bail, and Michelle, will she still be in the Norvale or my mail? Would I still prevail in them shootouts and love to smell the discharged shells? I bet I'd still be a ride on the set, squabbing, can't stand to see the homies on the wet. Whacked out, looped up so much he black out. Would I ride in a county jail ride or tracked out? Hit the blood module or walk the main line? Claim mine with tattoos, throwing up gang signs. What if Pac would've never fell in love with a Glock? Would we still had these thugs that bang from no block? What if? What if Eve would've never been deceived? Would we still rob and kill, fornicate and thieve? I believe it'd be perfect with no purpose to grieve. Some say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit naive. What if I didn't have such a gorgeous gift? Would I have to lift boxes on the graveyard shift? Would the war be so wicked with war? Would niggas get to hang that couldn't kick it before? Would Bin Laden had a been rotten? Still hot and plotting, Armageddon on this modern day sodden? Not in a million years could we predict the pleasure if a man didn't think with his dick. Perhaps we'd be living in a world without straps, claps and kidnaps, no gangster raps. And that's the only thing that make me think twice about if being switched, cause I do it so nice. What if? Nigga don't control none of this shit. It's what if though. Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky. Devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful. What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie Cook-Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Damn, I can't think without a whole zone. It's almost gone, but don't think about the ozone. I ain't ate all day, but I'm so blown. Tell the DJ to throw on a slow song. My life is what the po-po press for. South Central is so stressful. In the city of the bombest herbs. The only way to low know the calmest nerves. Females say I'm a conceited nothing. No good, only call when in need of something. It's a thin line between the love and the lust. Should never have young cuz in the cuffs. Gotta be cool with them first advances. Working in these uncertain circumstances. Fake ballin' had you broke with a buzz. Pump your brakes, come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. I get high as the heights that I'm reaching to. Put a few in the air for Big Meech and Blue. Grind hard through the middle of the night. Shit, I might see a little of the light. I never sleep, barely get some rest. I swallow my blood before I hit some stress. Roscoe's on the east, a hit to west for jacks. Pockets fat, I just hit for racks. Yeah, that's where I can get some clothes at too. It's already one and it closed at 2. Fast lane, ballin' out, racing the range. Gangbanger, all about chasing the change. I'm icy, judge and the jury ain't trying to see the judge and the jury. Eastie represent the E&S, but I still Baymac like BMF. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know
When we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Listen, come. Hey, look. Get money every day like it's no thing. Buy a zone of that cushion, smoke the whole thing. Rolled up deuces, carry 4-5. Off a half a gram of kush, but we so high. South Central where they murder with no alibi. Do walk-ups and don't respect drive-bys. We some young killers, still some fly guys. Neighborhood near Bustle and SPI. We rich roller coaster cribbing, that's our lifestyle. And that explains why my neck and wrist iced out. Smoke big blunts, and ride luxury. A nigga beat his bitch up cause she was fucking me. And then I beat the pussy up and told her it'll be alright, just tell me every time he mention me. Yeah, and that's just how it's meant to be. It's an in-hood thing, Slauson after century. Yeah.
and we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on.
Come smoke one with us.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, my mama, welcome to the Black Box. You just the last clip that was a green room. If I might say so myself, it sure was a blessing to meet here this morning and blow us a session like we always do about this time. Oh, my mama, though, like, I promise it's an accident on purpose, though. I don't know how this happened. Oops, it didn't even show. Joke's on me. I know why, though, because it's out of order. Talk about Tupac's hoax today. Man, Jay, stay. If you don't get out of here with that, hit the super chat today. Before you make a request, make sure the screen is blessed. Otherwise, I advise you will not hear a yes. Oh, my mama, do that. I don't even know you, though. Like, you ain't even did nothing last time. Oh, my mama. NEOTERIC. Recent origin. Modern. Skinny jeans is a NEOTERIC trend. Oh, my mama. It's Tupo calling, y'all. See what he talking about. Tupo, you live on the Wake and Bake. Censor yourself. Speak.
Top of the top, top of the top.
Top.
I'm just returning the call. I had a call from super late.
No.
Good, making sure you were still breathing, that's all.
Oh, yeah. I think that was an accident, Cribbin.
Oh, I see no more.
My luck.
All right.
Alone call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, I'ma chase her right away. Oh, my mama. What is it? Friday? Fabulous fast food. We gonna get back to it, y'all. Don't trip. On my mama. On Goddery. I don't know if I'm gonna just do it by myself. Probably wanna expand the concept a little bit. On my mama. Good looking for lighting up that screen on the kickoff. Y'all realize that intro is the amount of time it is. Not just to kill time, or I don't just want to force that amount of content on you every time we wake and bake live for just the purpose of entertainment or playing the pieces. The reason why the introduction is that amount of time is give people a period of time to gather. So you don't want to just come on live and get right to it. And then as the people gather, it'll be a vast majority of them that would miss the beginning. So therefore, you get an intro. We kind of like a family in here. I seen G. Luke put that on there. I started off calling it the Google Gang my family. And so they got their own thing going on. It's crazy how y'all played me though, because y'all like got me doing this by asking me questions in the chat. So I started, and that's how we end up with content on YouTube, because y'all ask me questions, and I would feed off that. Then through the process, it done flipped where it ain't even about no questions no more. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But they be in the chat just hollering at each other on my mama like. But I guess that's the way it goes. This is the pulpit. And from the pulpit, typically in a traditional setting, you don't really take questions. So I learned a long time ago that the creator, part of my journey in life as an orator, my experience is for often I would have like within me like the most eloquent, perfect thing to say for so many moments, so many times. I would just feel like I would love to just open my mouth, say the perfect thing, a lot of times to receive, so people, whoever's involved in listening, just know that input came from me. And the creator, so many times, you be like, shut up, no, don't say nothing. And you just be boiling. Just, you want to put the dot on the I or cross the T real bad. And not yet, no. And I've learned that a lot, biting the art of biting my tongue, not for the purpose of bowing down in pressure, but for the purpose of realizing every moment is not the moment. Chestnut checkers is just not a cliche for me. I think in an executional fashion and pattern. I try to. Just moving around I have to, because I'm quite clumsy. So just haphazardly going about things doesn't prove to be too fruitful for me. Oh, my mama. I appreciate that, Jody, and I believe so. And we just gonna try to stay on this marathon and max it out. You know what I'm saying? That potentially is in the cards. That'll be a beautiful thing. On my mama. Did you see DT live? He basically said Buck Jenner or Buster. On my mama. Shout out to Yellow Fella. Yeah, I saw somebody sent it to my DM. On my mama. I don't even really remember the incident as well as DT do. I didn't remember it all until he recounted it and it does sound kind of familiar. Anybody who knew me from back then, who see me be a non-Newport smoker, it blows their mind. Like anybody that smokes cigarettes, or anybody that knew me from back in the day, realize I don't smoke Newports. They feel like they can stop anything that they're trying to quit if I can stop Newports. And I remember Buck not really being a Newport smoker because of smoke, because I smoke. On my mama. He'll be hating on the Newports. The next thing I know, he'll be firing one up. And then, like, D-Tay put it on blast on my mama. That's on God. I would never, ever, ever hit no weed that the Casual niggas rolled up. On my mama. You be in the room with some Casual niggas. They so burnt out. You passing weed around. You pass the weed to the Casual nigga. He be like, all right, that's clean or dirty. And you be like, oh, no, nigga, I don't fuck around. It's clean. Nigga be like, oh, I'm cool, homie. They don't smoke it. You thinking he trying to make sure he don't hit no dirty weed. He don't want it unless it got some salt on it. On my mama.
So Spider on the bus, he keep firing up them goddamn cigarettes and shit, right? So Buck say, hey man, hey cuz, you got to quit firing up them goddamn cigarettes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Spider said, what you mean, cuz? Nigga, you smoke them? You smoke them on the bus, now I can smoke cigarettes, cuz. Man, who the fuck? So Buck like, nah, bro, I'm just saying all this smoke. We smoking, man. We smoking weed. Whoa. Spider like, nigga, y'all smoking dope, nigga. You smoking dope sticks, nigga. And I can't smoke a cigarette. You know, at the time, nigga, you know, in the South, you know, you might smoke a little weed with the little thorny on there, whatever. So he like, nigga, y'all getting off on here and I can't smoke a cigarette. You know, that was Buck thing, the goddamn, you know what I mean, the goddamn Miami style. So, you know, everybody got they thing, but the whole thing, Spider was like, if y'all doing all that on the bus, how come I can't just smoke a cigarette? So the shit was funny, man, cause, you know, Buck and Spider was, you know, having they looks at each other the whole trip about that shit, right? So we go to sleep, man. We wake up the next goddamn morning, Spider sitting in the same goddamn spot, smoking another goddamn cigarette. Hey, Spider fucked up. I said, man, this nigga right here is crazy. Buck didn't like that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't come on my bus and do what the fuck you want to do, you know what I'm saying? In spite of, you know, they had their little words or whatever, man. And a nigga timed it down or whatever, man. But the shit was funny because that shit pissed David off, man. You know what I mean? I just told him don't smoke that shit on my bus no more. He wake up, nigga, in spite of smoking another one, goddamn it.
Oh, my mama detail, folks. Oh, Baba, that Buck and that Buzz boy. I remember he tried to, something came up missing. Cuz tried to go big and implicate Puto and taking it, cuz. I had to go dumb on cuz. I used to be like a fly on the wall on the bus for a while, just blending in. And, they went bad on my boy. He went bad on my boy, cuz I had to go dumb. And then, I think that's the same time when he say Miami, when a nigga Buck grabbed T-Bows. That's the thing about Buck Jenner on my mama, cuz like when he grabbed the nigga Starlito on the camera, I wasn't surprised to see him grab him instead of fire on him, cuz that's all he talked about is like we sitting around chopping it up, telling war stories. He be like, yeah, whoop-de-whoop, I grabbed that nigga. Or if he talking about the potential activity he might get into in the future, he be like, shit, I'm gonna have to grab that nigga. And then the only person I ever seen him grab was the least intimidating person on the tour, and one of the most valuable assets, loyal niggas on his crew. T-Bows, shout out T-Bows. T-Bows was on Southwest T-Team. He got caught up in that indictment as well. He was part of the 623. For those that don't know, 623 BMF. I believe it's 623. It's the numbers on the phone, BMF. When Southwest T and Big Meat decided to like separate from one another instead of just having both claiming BMF. One brother and his crew was the 623. And then they was BMF, and T. Biles was he was really connected on my mama. T. Biles had it so cold, we'd be on the bus going from city to city, state to state. Buck be low on money and can't get the rooms. He waiting on something to transfer, deposit, or something of that nature. So my mama, T. Biles get on. He be like, "Where we at?" You ask the CeeLo, rest in peace, CeeLo, the bus driver. "Where we at, CeeLo? What's the next big city? What's coming up? All right." Bus stop. On my mama, somebody pulling up to T. Biles with some bands, and he was freely dispersing the funds in order to help the overall situation. But if you just look at him and the way he carry himself, you would think he a geek, a nerd, a weenie. He small in frame, wear glasses. Way back, like when he take them off, he look blind. Y'all know me without my glasses. Y'all used to that HQ. Thank you, baby. But T. Biles just looked like a nerd, which was to his benefit, you know, through the years because he was heavy in the game on my mama. But I remember one time we was in Miami. I believe it was the same time D-Tay referring to, and we was like in an SUV, and you know how they got the bucket seats in the back, and then right behind them is some more bucket seats, or it's a third row. But me and Buck was sitting next to each other in some bucket seats. And T. Biles was behind us, and he said something. They having some regular words that everybody have back and forth all day. And Buck turned around and grabbed him, like to where when it was over, T. Biles had the scratches on his neck, like when your bitch get at you. On my mama. So tried to like whoop wop. But I don't know. Newports though, that's crazy. He asked me about that. I see the D-Tay story. I just found a lot of footage of me and D-Tay and Buck on that bus. I wish I had some time to dig it out before I even tapped into that on my mama. I know that nigga D-Tay used to be in a coma on that bus. You would forget he on the bus for 3 days. Get up in that little cubby hole. He say they was getting high, so they me put him on blast. You know when you be getting high on them come down days on my mama. That's crazy. When you come down, you be in that cocaine coma. That nigga D-Tay crawl up from up under that cubby hole. I be like, damn, I forgot you was here, and I ain't seen you in 3-4 days. That clip is a lot longer of him telling that story. He shouted out the homie Tick, rest in peace. That was another real nigga that Buck had brought around. Shout out Omar, another real nigga. That nigga All-Star. I didn't know Starlito was All-Star. That was another real nigga. Shout out All-Star. Murder. Sosa the Plug and showed up on my page trolling me. Because I told the story of me beating up Sosa in the hotel room. And he said he beat me up. And he's mad. He said that he don't care if we at the pearly gates. When he see me, it's on. But I don't know why he's so upset. Because even if he won, like, it is traditional through the years that once it's a fight, niggas, somebody, he gonna say he won, he gonna say he won. I don't know why you so upset, my nigga. But, all right, Sosa. Oh, blah. That nigga Sosa had a mouthpiece. Cuz can rap, though. I ain't gonna lie, he could rap, but he used to run his mouth, talk too much, arrogant, broke, nothing, just for no reason. Like, I'm not saying broke to on him. I'm saying broke to say he used to talk to, like, strangers, like he was the leader of the crew, rich, just try to speak to a female. Hey, baby, what's happening? She don't give him no play. Next thing you know, we rich, bitch. Oh, that's how we ended up. Whatever you want to call it, that's how we ended up getting into it. He was running his mouth, trying to show off. Mama. Oh, God.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
This time around, I ain't moving with a gang of homies. By my lonely, couple bad bitches hanging on me. For sure, sharpshooters on deck though. Will I ever let my foot up off these bitch niggas' neck? No. Blue Bentley getting blunted. Wonder how it come to that. Can't let a rat do me like they done my nigga Thundercat. Baymax, place nothing above my paper. Couple slugs for the haters, but I love my neighbors. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
On the east, the streets anticipate my new release. Legendary beast, peace to Lil Tootie Reese. 97,000 in a day's work. It hurt to read the paperwork, we from the same turf. Talking super turned up to make things worse. Passed out passes in the past, I take the blame first. Go hard when I'm cleaning up the backyard. Queerdos sound like a queen trying to act hard. I represent the truth, we don't play by the same rules. There is no competition cause I can't lose. Versus vicious, sell them like souvenirs. Blue diamonds in my ear, hella fly, boom again.
My competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
Look here, the haters act like he don't know me. One man gang, I don't need no homie. On the 7 these days, they don't even see him seldom. Kind of money, who done touch more than me and Melvin? Anybody help him? Hell no, ho. Straight line dollars, they'll dog dough. SBI spot, can't never have it. East side legend like A7 Magic. Honcho hustle. Plus see the bomb in the booth, counting coins like Chucky from Swan. How the most easy with the ends gon' bow down. Ballin', clowning like Benzo.
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
The marijuana-thon continues. Number OG on the menu. Positive vibes from the black box, I seen you. Liberate. Okay, G. Lou, I appreciate it. Oh, mama. Michael White, what's happening? I had a cousin named Michael White. At the sport, rest in peace. And he died in Arizona. They said suicide, but we don't know. He was in the room with some other people. Cause oh my mama, he was young too. Mr. A-double-D, what's happening in the stangery? What is the call-in number? If you want to call in, you gotta have Skype. It's only Skype, bro. So that's the only type of call-ins we do around here. I mean, we used to do the phone, but no longer. Skype, the email is right there. So if you're Skype capable, you can tap in. It's real simple. If you're not, you can download it on your phone or your computer. It's a real simple app. Green is for the money, Don Magic Wine Voice. Oh, my mama, you know what's crazy? Liberate, appreciate you. That nigga Don Juan used to see them shiny suits on TV, and you get up on them. Them suits is not like pristine and clean and smooth like that. They like look very worn. But on that camera, you can't tell. On my mama.
Please. Don't eat.
I'm not fighting.
You gotta be at the funeral tomorrow. Don't do that.
And you know you should.
That's just harassment, man. Straight harassment, man. Y'all just harassed him. And now y'all want to lock him up. All that's harassment, man. Harassment. Fuck out of here. That's harassment. Y'all harassed him and locked him up. Get out of here, man. Y'all might as well lock every fucking body up. Everybody. That's some bullshit, yo. That's some bullshit.
How the police do it, nigga? This how the police do you. Look. Punch me all in my eye, nigga. We rolling, nigga. We rolling. You know that? We rolling, nigga. Yeah. Pick one.
Anyone.
Pick one. No, I get in the club. Single face. Beanie face.
No, I ain't getting in the club.
You know, y'all know how I get in the club.
No, I get when I get in the club.
Yeah, Mac do when I get in the club. Niggas punch me in my eye and all that. Look. Fuck them niggas, man. We out, right? We rolling. We outside regardless, nigga. Don't get stupid. Dummy.
Bitch, you know I'm still a hood nigga. I ain't never gonna change. I'm embarrassing and screaming at my...
On my mama. Neighborhood. Cub might got some bread coming. Caught on camera. He got injuries he seemingly didn't deserve. So this time, NYPD, Cuz high profile enough to have a lawyer that can go get a bag up out of that for him. Salute to Cuz on Crip. On my mama. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Cuz, the way Cuz represent the car. You know what I'm saying? My hood in the Harlems, our heroes got much love. I got much love for some Harlems in New York. My nigga Nyson in particular and his homies. They related to my homie Coop, rest in peace. It's that Belizean thing. Oh, my mama, yeah. Free Mike DeRoe, though. I don't mind not. I talk to him all the time. I don't know why it ain't letting you get out. It does that for certain people at times. So maybe you could hit that Cash App. It's right there scrolling at the bottom of the screen. PayPal as well, or Zelle. The email for the PayPal and the Zelle is the same, but the Cash App is there too. But the screen was lighting up for others. Maybe it ain't working for you because you ain't got nothing wherever that money source is coming from. I don't know. But I sure don't want to miss out on my mama. But that's crazy, the way the police just treat you like an animal when you black. It's so used to. It's such a norm for them to just put their hands on us and we supposed to just accept it. I even seen Farrakhan do a speech about how he deal with the police. And everything, he was speaking what his mind was, and his mind was, I don't give a I ain't finna pay this muff. That's all he was thinking. But everything he said to the police, he said was just sweet and agreeable. And he was just saying never give the enemy a reason to do what he really want to do to you. Because he talked about how the officers jump out with their hand on their gun or already drawn at you. And he was like, what you doing? Where you going? Get out the car. He like, you don't have to talk to me like that in his head. But he said he just complied. And it looked for the most part, the homie was complying. And one time still was on him like, they scared of us on my mama. And it's always a group of them approaching us aggressively to the point where they assume that you naturally are supposed to comply, whether you've been criminalized, done something criminal recently or not. I saw what was his name, Eric Garner, how they choked him out for nothing. So I hope Dave East get a bag up out of that though, on my mama. He should, he could, and that'd be good. Put that on my mama and on the hood. What y'all know about the boy Gunner ending up on the Crime Stoppers? I think it was 48 Hours or something of that nature on one of them shows, right? It ain't new. I think we had hollered about it when it came. We laughed at it. Or maybe on my IG I posted it because everybody was on his hood. They said they was on his head. Gunna popping. I guess he a thug. I've been hearing his name. I ain't really familiar with the music, but I'm tapped in enough to know he popping. And I seen when it was first hit the scene. The other popping rappers was tapping in, putting him out there. Oh, my mama, good looking RL. And I tripped on it, and it's like, I don't see how he can get his name up out that snitchuation. He got a snitchuation. It's on his jacket. I'm so tired of all these corny people in the comments hollering paperwork. Like, I posted the little clip from, what was that, Belly? When the boy from Mensa Society was eating a banana with the perm. And he like, I'm gonna have to drop a dime, just make a call. That's no paperwork. There are plenty of people who are classified rats for having less participation in that. I remember certain shows like Spencer for Hire or Hawk. It was like cop shows. But built into the whole scheme of the show, the cops always had certain snitches they could go pull up on, threaten to take them to jail for whatever little petty crimes they was committing, and in return of not exchange for not getting busted for whatever they could bust them for, the snitch will always give them information on the back end. They have something that'll pop up in court continuously called a CI, confidential informant. These are people who are agreed to enter into agreements with officers to provide information, and in exchange, their identity is concealed. That's why they're confidential. So there's so many different ranges of snitching. And once again, I just want to remind y'all, the reason why paperwork is a word in the snitch game is because in these California prison systems and others, especially in our systems because of the gang situation, a lot of the criminal activity was being committed amongst or by gang members. And often you would have one gang member that was involved in snitching on another gang member or someone, an enemy or ally. And when they both would end up in prison, or the one that told would be on the streets, the one that's in prison would be like, hey, he told on me. Somebody need to touch him. I can't get to him, so he need to be touched. Now, in this situation, it is inserted in the game that you cannot put the responsibility on somebody else to move on another individual without proof. Otherwise, everything would be haywire. Oh, he told on me, no proof. I'm going to get on him. This is what paperwork is about. Paperwork is not about, oh, you can't put snitch on nobody jacket if you ain't got no paperwork. That's when civilians and hip-hop and take concepts and words and expand them, and they get all misconstrued, and people think they know what's going on. Paperwork don't matter. I don't need no paperwork to know a nigga told on me. Only reason paperwork is applicable is when you are needing somebody else to clean up your trash because you can't quite do it. They not allowed in the game to get on it unless they see some paperwork, and that makes all the sense in the world. However, when you see a dude on video complaining about the fact that, hey, this guy did it, but my peoples didn't do it and they going to jail for it, that is a snitchuation. You are a rat, bro. Oh, my mama. I don't know if y'all seen this.
Snitch. No one's going to be labeled as a snitch. I don't want to tell
Why he walking around with
boots? Try to come kill me. In my family.
Kitchen says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out another member.
Look at this nigga Sergio. Buddha face ass nigga. That's 3, right?
Kitchens claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red. Snitch. No one's going to be labeled as a snitch.
On my mama, what's your name? 104 Blaze, he sure is. He said the same thing that old boy said. He said it on the stand. They had on red. On my mama. But that makes him a bona fide rat. Like, it ain't really no consequence in the, in society and in this game for being a rat. However, there still is nothing wrong with us observing and acknowledging and giving them their award when they qualify for it. So you are a ratified gunner. Well, William Daly, I've heard that, can't confirm that, but the best evidence toward all these cats that stand out like they stand-up dudes when it comes to these type of issues, but actually find themselves in the midst of sticky situations, the best evidence toward their guilt is the fact that they not bringing up no videos like that. Gunna didn't pull up that video like right there. T.I. issue, Harris made show his testimony was removed from the entire World Wide Web, 45 minutes of broadcast quality video and audio, where he detailed the events of the evening that led up to a murder, where the suspects that were in court that day present, they received football numbers, very lengthy sentences. And the biggest slap in the face of what T.I. issue calls the G code was, after the prosecutor, the DA, his teammate, the person that he was in court on behalf of, that's who invited him to come add his input in order to score the conviction. They needed his corroborating testimony. So after the prosecutor asked him a series of incriminating questions about the events of that evening, that he openly and readily answered and detailed everything he was asked. Then, at the end of all that, the prosecutor asked him about a female companion that was with him in the van that, due to his marital status, perhaps should not have been with him. And the guy that lives by the G code, T.I. issue, finally invoked his right to plead the fifth. Just slapped the G code all in the face. On my mama. If that ain't like, then ever since then he did the Crime Stoppers commercial. So like Freddie Gibbs was saying, anybody that participate in that type of activity is a renat, and that's T.I. issue as well, because if you take away his participation on behalf of the prosecution in the murder trial, you got the Crime Stoppers commercial. So I don't know how anybody that has any concern for what they look like in those regards will be parading around with that dude, Killer Mike included. Everybody that it's just over with. Nobody cares. But those that care, be careful. On my mama.
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know it since day uno. For rare as a Tarzan, I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect. to the ops off tops if you diss the set. It's Mando, I go half on the sack with him. Double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time, still give my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me. In 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time, I don't even like her. But I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with this shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cuz, let's slide and he getting in. Lil Mac down, my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this beans. Like identical twins. We on that same shit. Day unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs, it is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with this shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
That's my boy BS. Puto on the beat. Niggas know ever since day uno. For Rare S or Tarzan, I'ma say Puto. That's what I call cuz. They used to call cuz Rare S and Tarzan. Now they call him Puto too. Oh my mama. They on your boy head. Ludacris always been solid. I know cuz him. From a fan standpoint, without knowing him, he always been solid, but he one of my top 10 when it comes to the pen. But he said a line, I don't know why everybody's so sensitive about it. It's like real evident as what he was implying on my behalf. I mean, had the first half of the line existed without the follow-up, then perhaps had he followed up with something other than what he had, I could perhaps see them having an issue. But for some reason, there's been controversy just for him saying he referenced R. Kelly, so of course you know why it's even in the air. But what he actually said, I'm gonna let y'all see what y'all think. Y'all could put y'all comments in the comments on if you think this was, if they reaching in the reaction by saying he did too much, or did he cross some type of line with these lyrics. I think he's well within respectable commentary on it. It's just, did the rapper actor cross the line, or did listeners misconstrue his bars? This is all hip-hop news. Ludacris may have walked away as the winner from his versus matchup with Nelly, but the Atlanta rapper did face some online heat as a result of something that took place on Saturday night. Before the battle began, Luda previewed a new song featuring Lil Wayne. I'm gonna leave my thoughts off of that. The world screwed if niggas pouring drinks like Bill Huxtable. I love R. Kelly, but around my daughters, I'm not comfortable. Rap Ludacris on the unreleased record. The line about R. Kelly led to some backlash on social media. Critics had a problem with Luda saying he loved the incarcerated R&B singer that has been accused of multiple sex-related crimes in several states. The Fast and Furious franchise actor addressed the negative reaction to his bars during an interview with V103's Big Ticket. Sometimes when you speak on records, you're speaking like it's just me and you having a conversation as friends, said Luda, but you're just speaking and just being honest. I saw that a lot of people kind of misconstrued or didn't really understand what it was that I was saying. The man born Christopher Bridges then asked Tigger what he thought of R. Kelly lyrics meant. The veteran radio personality answered, "You probably meant I love his music and what he brought to the table, but I'm a father of daughters and you're not going to be around my daughters." Ludacris then responded, "You are a smart man, bro. You get it. It's that simple." It was that simple to me too, because I mean, if he just said I love R. Kelly, but he is kind of nasty or something like that, then it's like, damn, why you big upping him? But I can't imagine being just, I got a playlist with a bunch of R&B music, couple of them. R. Kelly is in there. He not finna be around my daughters. I wouldn't be around him socially, chopping it up. He's garbage. But on my mama, I did not go and delete him out my playlist. Don't think I'm going to. When the songs come on, I don't even relate everything that I've learned about R. Kelly to the music. The music speaks for itself, and it is what it is. So the lyric, I think, spoke for itself for the fact when he said, "You can't be around my daughters." Like, love is love, and in order to hate what someone did and what they're about and what they represent doesn't necessarily mean you have to hate them. The average human being that considers himself decent professes to, or they attempt to possess, no hate at all. I mean, you saw when Amber Geiger murdered the black man, his brother hugged that woman in the courtroom. So for him to use the term "I love R. Kelly," as questionable as it may sound, just isolated, he finished it up, but he can't be around my daughters. So that like negates the love, and just like a mother who would, I bet you R. Kelly's mother would still profess love, and in the same breath say he deserves to go to jail for a very, very, very long time. So I ain't got no problem with the lyric that Luda did. It was hard on my mama. It is about that time. Can I get a beep beep toot toot? Nah, ain't no girls in my family, young, old, nobody going around R. Kelly. Even though that surviving R. Kelly in particular wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. They did try to shit on him though, on my mama. Y'all having a wild and out weekend. They opening the cities back up, it seemed like. Little by little. Getting invited to barbecues and all that. I'm like, is people just barbecuing? I'm like, is it a mass party? They like, nope. Think I'm gonna pass. I ain't testing the water. Oh, my mama, that's hard. His name Emmett Till. The Bible is the answer. The Bible is the answer to what? And what particular part of the Bible would you direct someone toward as an answer? Because you said the Bible is the answer. I used to sing that song, Jesus is the answer for all the world today. Above him there's no other. Jesus is the way. But RL good looking. It's crazy because out of my 6 children, when they were small, you know, especially before they could talk, when you spending time with them, my main activity was to sing to them. And being raised in the church and in church school, I have like tons of lyrics, melodies and church songs in my head, and participating in the choir and things of that nature. So even it's been a habit throughout my life. I be feeling this kind of trivial now. I try not to do it, but when I used to get on airplanes, it's like all them songs used to come to memory, and I try to keep all those in my head and all good thoughts. But I always would sing to the babies, and just because they babies and the melodies, it was always just natural to sing the majority of the Jesus songs. And now that I don't pledge allegiance to the Jesus gospel religious institution anymore, neither does my daughter, my granddaughter's mother. And I'm not saying she doesn't because I don't, but she doesn't either. And we had discussed like how we were going to approach the situation with her. And when I kind of like was feeling like, well, we had let her get some Jesus teaching. Oh, my mama, BS you not. I ran across a meme immediately that said something to the effect of, let's not teach our children the same lies we was taught. So it kind of checked me immediately. So when I be holding my grandbaby, I be singing, and I feel guilty. A few times I go with the Jesus songs just so I could change the song. And now I'm like, when I get to the parts about Jesus, I be changing. I use the same melodies, and I make the songs about her and me. I just be freestyling. And it's just crazy. I would never thought in a million years I would be uncomfortable singing about Jesus to my children. My daughter FaceTimed me yesterday from my mother's house, and my mama had the baby, and then my daughter was trying to make a run. She was teasing my mama, asking her like, kind of like in the Nelly song, "Unless you gonna do it," just playing. But she was like, "Granny, can the baby stay here while I go to the bank?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm watching on FaceTime, and then my joke was, she gonna learn about Jesus. She gonna learn about Jesus. And my mama like, "What's wrong with that?" I'm like, well, we decided we wasn't gonna teach her. Like, I'm still becoming de-brainwashed. So why brainwash the baby into something that you typically are gonna be interested in her detaching herself from? It's crazy because my 13-year-old son, who I did not raise as much under the church at all like I did my two oldest daughters. When they was first young, I took them a few times. But I stopped taking them because at one point, this wasn't even at my church, somebody invited us to a Christmas in August, and it was at a big mega church, and the name runs from me right now, but it's right off the 91 on Wilmington, and it's a big mega church, and they had what they do in August is they fill up they parking lot like a carnival, and they have a lot of gifts and toys and games and food for the kids, and they even had bikes. And what really made me go was when the homie called me, he a member of the church, he like, hey, come bring the boys and get some bikes. Woo. So we up there, but it was not bikes for all. It was a gift for all, but only a certain amount of bikes. So what they did was they gave everybody a backpack, and in the backpack they had certain numbers. They randomly dispersed the backpacks, and you had to open up one portion of the backpack and see what number you got, and the numbers correlated with certain gifts. So of course we didn't get no bikes, but before they allowed the children, the first portion of the Christmas in August was we had to sit inside the sanctuary, and they had like a service. It wasn't churchy, but they did some praise songs, and this was one of the rare occasions of me having all three of my boys in a church setting, and they weren't necessarily raised in that setting or around me, and that I used to take them when they was babies, but as young boys, It's not like something we did often. When we did go, it was more for the fun, to see the rest of the family, hang out and eat afterward. That was more of why we went. It was more of a social thing. But I never had them getting taught about the doctrine like I was. Anyway, we in this ceremony, in this sanctuary, and because I got the image of being, like they wasn't raised like that, I was still a believer to a certain extent that I wanted to sing every song that I was familiar with energy, so my boys wouldn't think it was something weak about appreciating this type of environment and activity. I didn't want to be ashamed of it. You know how the Bible says, if you're ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you in front of my Father in heaven. So in that spirit, I didn't want to be too cool to praise the Lord in front of my sons. So I know they eyes on me, so I'm singing songs, I'm clapping, even threw my hand up a few times to agree with what was going on. But then this happened. The way they had to process, thank you, Megalicious, the way they had to process right before you go out to that parking lot to get with all the fun, this part of the service was ending. But although there were multiple ways to leave this building, they had everybody in that sanctuary leave out in the same direction. They wanted to walk out this way, and then you walk through these double doors, and then as you walk through that area, you get your lunch, and then you can go out into the parking lot. But as you walk down to the front to walk in through those double doors, they had a series of people facing each other, like 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 people, 5 on each side, facing each other, and they all had like oil in their hand, and they had music playing, and they was I think somebody was praying up front on a microphone, and as they were praying, you walk through, the people were mumbling, praying, some speaking in tongues, and they was taking the oil and just touching you on your forehead. And out of the 10 people, you might get 4 people touch you, 3, however, you just walk through, and this is what they doing. And so during the process of this, all of a sudden, it's people just falling out screaming, Holy Joe, like super. So it's 4 of us, my 3 boys and me. I'm the last one. As we went through, when we get through the double doors and we in the hallway, it was like immediately on cue, all 3 boys turned around and was like, why they was falling down like that? And I bullshit you not. All my life, I would have just answered that question typically without much thought and said, oh, that's the Holy Ghost. But the commitment with me just keeping it a Google with my kids, I cannot identify one reason why the Holy Ghost would cause someone to behave like that. So I don't believe that's the Holy Ghost. And I'm just looking at how the people are dressed and the way they look. You smoke a gang of Black and Milds, weed, drink cheap liquor, you got on 1,000 earrings in both ears, tattoos. Why would the Holy Ghost want you to act a fool like this when I know as soon as you leave here, you finna go to the projects and do your thuggery? So immediately when they asked me this, I said, man, that's a bullshit. I said, they'll tell you it's the Holy Ghost, but they ain't no Holy Ghost, man. I'll explain to you later. And I just told them from the heart, when we spoke about it a little later, exactly what my perspective was on it. And that's where I really was broken away from the chains of religion. Oh, my mama. I don't even know how we got on that, y'all. But it's just all about relationship. Relationship with what? Whom? Y'all use all those cliche phrases. My 13-year-old son, he said something that really impressed me. He wasn't raised under no kind of theology and all that. And with conversation we was having one day, he wasn't 13, he was probably like 10. He said, I believe it's a God, but I don't think that God is like actively affecting what's going on, changing things and maneuvering throughout the world. He said, I believe he created the world, the universe, whatever is happening, and he set it in motion, and it's in motion. I don't think that he's like arbitrarily, trivially, and that just resonated with me on a deep level. The come from such a young mind who wasn't taught that. And that caused me to stop even ever trying to be directive or trying to guide his thoughts in a spiritual manner. It gave me the comfort that we are spiritual people that if left to our Creator's own work will be okay. When you get indoctrinated and religionized, it's not necessarily a good thing. We seem to be a people of prophets and orators and mighty men and women with a message, obviously going through a struggle and have been going through a struggle for quite some time. But if we are truly, indeed, a people in possession of a prophetic gene through our bloodline, our DNA, through our ancestry, what better way to stymie that? That was one of our words of the day the other day, stymie. What better way to stymie that than to raise up the majority, if not all, of the prophetic individuals, the orators that are coming through our ranks, put them through an educational system, indoctrinate them with your belief, and then allow them to get up only then and speak on behalf of their Creator after you teach them and verify what they're going to say every time they get up from the pulpit. That's a good way to stymie generational prophetic messages. Just have them keep repeating the same old message that some human being wrote down in a book a long, long time ago. On my mama.
My mom always says that I have an old soul, whatever that means. She says that while other kids worry about toys, I worry about helping those in need. I guess that's true, but I still love toys too. I think what makes me different from other kids is that I'm Riley and they're not. The end.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that. Yeah, neighborhood Nip Bustin'. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets, my nigga Spotter Low, y'all already know what it is. Schwarzenegger. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check my website out too, NipseyHustle.com. Streets.net, shout out my nigga SPI. Gotta get back in and do it again, my nigga.
Tupac of my generation, and Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we trying to solve involved?
Yeah. Family broken, so I stand with my niggas. Showed up to every shootout, but I ran for my feelings. No time for those, I got a plan to get millions. Whoever don't agree, I see you back at the buildings. That's why I never let y'all act like a victim. That's why I never let y'all kill my ambition. You weren't built for the mission. Park my cutlass in the back of the village. Remember Tony started washing them dishes. It was all a decision. Fast died, he took a part of me with him. Heart broken like my artery missing. Just fuck all of you niggas. Team broke, they can't harvest you, nigga. Swore shit, it got a heart to it, nigga.
I used to know you were gon' fold 'em. I used to know that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on. Pray my son never face what I go through. Yeah. Get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it be feeling like what it sounds damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My little one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, if it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to live with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me, cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings, I have. You swore now you want no photo. You swore now that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on me. Pray my son never face what I go through. And a nigga to get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it been feeling like what it sound like. All my life was struggling, it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same vibe.
Mathematical mogul, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, they confused. Waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now down, stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions, gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides price? I couldn't view the slide twice, cuz they crucified Christ.
You swore now that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on me. Pray my son never face what I go through. And a nigga to get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it been feeling like what it sound like. All my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same about it. My life built on damage, ain't understanding, can't call family, no. Got crossed by my closest, I ain't gon' show too much emotion, no. My little one call my phone, I pick her right away. I know I'm living wrong, if it's the right way. I was too busy trying to get heavy, I was lightweight. A lot of niggas that came in with me ain't on my side today. I been trying to live with some of these songs in case I die today. Every time I need something lean on, I drank that spot away. So it don't feel how it feels to me, cause I've been through it and it did what it did to me. I trusted you and that was big for me. This my little partner, you do that big for me. And I ain't never jumped in my feelings, I have. You swore now you want no photo. You swore now that I could count on you. All that pressure they bestowed on me. Pray my son never face what I go through. And a nigga to get it, don't wear the crown right. And if it been feeling like what it sound like. All my life was a struggle and it get worse, I ain't complaining about it. I just can't never feel the same vibe.
I'm out here in the A with it, fuck with my niggas. Thank you, this Hitman West shit. I'm gonna be the spokesperson for this whole Hitman West shit. Y'all know what it is, my nigga. I'm the new voice of the West. A&B, Slauson Boys, all money in. And that's what it is. We representing this Hitman West, my nigga. We creating an outlet, connecting the dots. You know what it is. From LA to the A, all the way to NY.